Happiness is a key in deciding the best countries, and happiness is always a choice that anyone can make. Regardless of where you are and what you are going through, you can still choose to be happy, you can still choose to smile. Here are the 10 best countries to live in the world for 2018, according to US News & World Report. 1. Switzerland. Switzerland is a small country in Central Europe made up of 16,000 square miles of glacier-carved Alps, lakes and valleys. It's one of the world's wealthiest countries, and has been well known for centuries for its neutrality. Switzerland has low unemployment, a skilled labor force and one of the highest gross domestic products per capita in the world. The country's strong economy is powered by low corporate tax rates, a highly developed service sector led by financial services, and a high-tech manufacturing industry. The country prides itself on its diversity, and is home to regions with distinct cultural identities. German, French, Italian and Romance language all enjoy national status. If you are a mountaineer, this country should be your pick, as it has some of the highest peaks and glaciers in Central Alps. Switzerland is one of the most modern and stylish tourism offering nations in the world. 2. Canada. Canada takes up about 2/5 of the North American continent, making it the second largest country in the world after Russia. More than half of its residents graduate from college. Canada is regarded as one of the best countries to live in the world because of its exceptional factors like high rate of life satisfaction, lower murder rates, unique old age pension programs and healthcare system. It is also regarded as one of the most peaceful countries in the world. There exists a strong correlation between this country's reputation and its intent to visit. Canada is a high-tech industrial society with a high standard of living. Trade agreements in the 1980s and 1990s dramatically bolstered trade with the US, and now the two countries are each other's largest trading partner. 3. Germany. Germany, the most populous nation in the European Union, possesses one of the largest economies in the world, and has seen its role in the international community grow steadily since reunification. In the world market, Germany has a workforce of high skills, less corruption, a high degree of innovation and large capital stock. Germany is one of the globe's leading importers and exporters. Services, which include industries such as telecommunications, healthcare and tourism, contribute the greatest amount to the country's economy. Germany is one of the world's most popular migration destinations, though its open-door policy has become a point of contention in the wake of crimes committed within the country's borders recently. 4. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is a highly developed nation that exerts considerable international economic, political, scientific and cultural influence. The capital city, London, is a major international financial center and one of the most visited cities in the world. The banking and tourism industries are parts of a larger service sector that powers much of the nation's economic growth. The Industrial Revolution began in the UK, and manufacturing, led by the automobile and aerospace industries, is a declining though still significant part of the nation's economy. It has attracted immigrants for centuries. The United Kingdom is home to some of the top universities in the world, including Oxford, Cambridge and Imperial College London. 5. Japan. Japan, one of the world's most literate and technically advanced nations, is an East Asian country made up of 4 main islands. While most of Japan is covered by mountains and heavily wooded areas, the country's roughly 126 million people lead a distinctly urban lifestyle. Long culturally influenced by its neighbors, today the country blends its ancient traditions with aspects of Western life. Japan is known worldwide for its traditional arts, including tea ceremonies, calligraphy and flower arranging. The country has a legacy of distinctive gardens, sculpture and poetry. Japan is home to more than a dozen UNESCO World Heritage Sites and is the birthplace of sushi, one of its most famous culinary exports. The country is also among the world's largest producers of motor vehicles, electronic equipment and steel. 6. Sweden. The Kingdom of Sweden, flanked by Norway to the west and the Baltic Sea to the east, expands across much of the Scandinavian peninsula and is one of the largest countries in the European Union by land mass. Despite its militaristic roots, Sweden has remained neutral in times of war for centuries. Instead, commitment to human rights, public service and sustainability have helped to make it a respected leader in international affairs. Healthcare, as well as the college education, are free, and its people boast one of the longest life expectancies in the world. Swedes are some of the world's most generous people, donating about 1% of gross national product to humanitarian aid programs each year. The society continues to diversify as a growing number of refugees, currently accounting for 10% of the population, are welcomed into Swedish borders. 7. Australia. A country and continent surrounded by the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Australia is considered a wealthy nation with a market-based economy that has a comparatively high gross domestic product and per capita income. Its economy is driven by the service sector and the export of commodities. The nation has a high rate of participation in sporting activities, and boasts a comparatively high life expectancy for both females and males. The main form of social security assistance for elderly or aged people are the wife pension, partner allowance, aged pension and mature age allowance. Schooling is compulsory from the age of 5 to 16. Australia is also blessed with uncountable natural gifts like Great Barrier Reef, Fraser Island and so on. 8. United States. The United States of America is a North American nation that is the world's most dominant economic and military power. Likewise, its cultural imprint spans the world, led in large part by its popular culture expressed in music, movies and television. The U.S. economy is the world's largest in terms of gross domestic product, and also the most technologically powerful. The country's most significant exports are computers and electrical machinery, vehicles, chemical products, food, live animals and military equipment. The U.S. is culturally and racially diverse, and was shaped by large waves of immigration from Europe and beyond. American literature, art and music reflect the rich heritage of the county's people. The country is also home to some of the top universities in the world, including Harvard University and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Despite being the foremost global power, the U.S. still faces domestic challenges, including racial tensions, income inequality, and an increasingly polarized electorate. 9. France. Located in Western Europe, France is one of the world's oldest countries, and its reach extends around the globe through science, politics, economics and perhaps above all, culture. The French economy is one of the world's largest and is a mixture of private enterprise and government involvement. Tourism is a major contributor to the economy. France generally tops lists of most visited countries. Other major economic sectors include industry, agriculture, energy and defense. The country is one of the world's top exporters of weapons. France has a rich cultural heritage. French literature began in the Middle Ages, and the country has a long history in fine arts, music and dance. Cinema occupies an important place in the country's cultural life. French cuisine is popular around the world, as is the wine produced in the country. 10. Netherlands. The Netherlands is a coastal lowland freckled with windmills characteristic of its development around the water. More than 1,000 bridges and 20,000 miles of bike paths connect the densely populated nation, with most citizens concentrated in a grouping of cities along the coast, known as the Randstad. Much of the country is underwater, and the 60 million people that touch down in capital city Amsterdam Schiphol Airport each year land more than a dozen feet below sea level. Known for its tulips, this high-income, developed nation is one of the world's leading exporters of agriculture, an industry that has become mostly mechanized. An open market policy and prime transportation location help the Netherlands maintain a trade surplus.